Hey guys, what is up? Alex here. I just wanted to share some of my experience with you after getting my Ayaneo Air Plus from Ayaneo on Indiegogo and having the unfortunate luck of the device basically not working anymore, and I had to RMA it. And I know the whole experience is kind of I don't know. People don't really know what's going on there and how do you do that and what is happening. And there's a lot of complaints from people on the service that this company is providing, or any Chinese company, I guess. So I just wanted to share my own experience with you so you can figure out if you still want to go and purchase yourself one of these devices from Indiegogo. And let me start by explaining why I'm saying from Indiegogo, because basically if you're not getting it from there and you're getting it from a normal store or Amazon, then you are going to be dealing with the store or Amazon when something goes wrong. But in my case, when I bought the device from Indiegogo, I basically had to, you're dealing directly with the company. And it was very, very challenging, I gotta say, like right from the start. Now, this video is not about bashing on Ayaneo. Honestly, I'm gonna skip right to the end. At the end of the day, my device is working now. It's fine. I got it back. Let's see. Let's check. Yeah, still on. Yay. So I got it back and it is working and it's a happy ending story. But the path to it was pretty horrible, to be honest. I mean, I had to really, I don't know. I'm just gonna tell it to you step by step and you can figure it out by yourself if you wanna go ahead and do that. Now, I do like the device itself. I do like the device itself, and it is, it's a pretty cool device. Very unique because of its size. Even nowadays with the new devices that are out, they're all very bulky and big. And the Ayaneo Air Plus is still pretty compact, it's relatively light. And it's pretty much the size of a Nintendo Switch, just a bit buffier, I guess. But it is in that size range. So if you're looking for something you can easily put in your backpack or just carry around with you, maybe even in your pocket, like if you have very big pockets, it can work. Not so comfortable, but it can work. Try that with a Steam Deck. No, not gonna work. And I don't know about the Ali Rogue, but I think it's pretty much the same thing because it is a bigger device. And of course the Lenovo Legion Go, it's like absolutely crazy, gigantic piece of hardware that is supposed to be a handheld, but it's like obviously it's just like one, I don't know, laptop that is you can just carry around with you. Anyway, that's about these devices. That's why I got it. Basically, I wanted the small device. That's why I got it from Ayaneo, because they are selling these devices and I couldn't find anything else out there. Maybe the GPD, but it was a different thing, the keyboard that I didn't really need, so I just went with this one. Also, it looked really cool, so I got it. It's cool. It's working nicely. It plays the games that I wanted to play. And yeah, so the device itself is fine. But what happened was that basically after a month or two, all of a sudden it just stopped working. Out of the blue, completely out of the blue, the device doesn't turn on anymore. Like I turn on the device, you hear the fans, you see the LEDs on the analog sticks, they turn on, but the screen is dark. Nothing is working. You don't see any sign of the screen working. It's not like, it's like the screen turns on but it's black. It's just like completely off. And I tried everything I could. Like I really tried. I made a whole research about it. I looked on Reddit, read everything, tried everything, connected to an external screen. I tried to go on the BIOS, tried to do all sorts of like combination of keys, whatever they say that can help with this thing, and it just didn't work. So unfortunately, I had to contact Ayaneo, and boy, what a ride that was. So first of all, Ayaneo is a Chinese company, as you guys know, and I assume there is a language barrier between them and us. And this is very difficult to deal with, because sometimes I feel like I was telling them something and they would reply something completely different, and it was just a big mess. But it started off by me sending them a video, very clear video of the problem. I explained during the video, like literally everything, the problem, how it looks like, how it reacts, what it does. And and I thought to myself that it's pretty easy to understand the problem, and from this moment on it can go on to the RMA process. And well, it wasn't like that actually, because what happened is that it started a chain of questions that led to basically nothing. And let me just go through a few of those emails, and just so you guys can understand the correspondence here and how it was going. So it started off by me explaining the problem, like I said, sent the video. Their first reaction was pretty good, like, "Hi Alex, sorry for the inconvenience, can you please give us some pictures or videos that can show the product problem?" Which I already gave them, but okay. "We need to send the photo and product department to confirm the product problem is. Then help you better solve the product problems. Looking forward to hearing from you back soon." Okay. So that was August 25th, by the way. I immediately replied with the same video, gave them a link with the folder of 2 videos actually. And I asked them if they need anything else. Then there was no reply for 3 days. On August 28th, I sent them a reminder. Was this received? They replied, "Hi, I await your confirmation as to whether the fan on your machine is spinning properly." Now, there was no question about this before, right? There was zero conversation between me and them, and all of a sudden this question popped out. Like, she already asked me about it before, and I just missed the email. Well, no. So it came right out of the blue, but whatever. At this part I was just like, what's going on? But I just decided that I'm just gonna keep rolling with that instead of calling them out on this, because, you know, just wanted to get rid of the device, send it to them so they can fix it, send it back. So I said, yes, it does. Here's another video showing them that it does. That was on August 28th as well. So August 30, the reply. After the first BIOS update is completed, the black screen will take a long time to boot up. So don't worry about it. Just leave it for 5-10 minutes and you will be able to enter the Windows interface normally. They like reply to you as if it's all good. I mean, I don't know what they're talking about, BIOS update or whatever. I never tried to update the BIOS. I never did any of that. But they assumed I did for some reason. I don't know. So I replied to them the same day. I left it on for over an hour and the battery just died. Nothing comes up. And then I decided to be a bit more clear about that. So I was like, I want to use my warranty and send it over for you to fix it. I really don't see anything else that can be done from my side. The next day, they replied, "Hi Alex, Or you can see if you can replace the battery, can be solved. Okay, I mean, I understand what they say, but like I said, the language is a bit weird here. But it's alright. If not, we'll provide you with free maintenance service after the product is returned to us. If there are any parts, hardware that need to be upgraded, we will replace them directly for you. The maintenance time is about 8 to 15 days. Yeah, right. We will try our best to speed up. Please don't worry. If you agree, please let us know and we'll take it to the next step. Well, that was amazing. I read that and I was like, oh my god, they're awesome. I don't know what the hell were people talking about before, complaining about their service. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. I didn't care about their, like, whatever English problems. That was great. Well, August 31, yeah. 31st. So I don't want to open the device. It's too complicated for me. That's what I said. Let's do the maintenance. Yes. And at that point, I was thinking, okay, they're going to contact me and get this thing sorted out. But they never did. So on September 4th, 5 days after, I sent them a reminder. How do we proceed? And the day after, on September 5th, they replied. Oh. The Ayaneo series handheld computers are provided with a 1-year warranty maintenance service, which comes into effect from the date of signing by the user. In case of any performance failure, it's not caused by human error. The maintenance service will be handled for the user after the confirmation of Ayaneo Technical Testing Center. Whatever, there's a whole thing here. At the end of the day, they just asked me for my address and details, and I was like, okay, fine, cool. I don't know why you didn't send it to me right away after you basically saw my email that I agreed to the maintenance thing. But yeah, they said that. I was like, okay, great, I'm gonna send to them. Again, I was not going to like bash them or whatever. I didn't want to fight with them over the email and like call them out on that, on their like lack of response. But I sent them the details, right? The same day, September 5th. And of course, what happened? No response, no reply. So September 8th, another reminder by me. Did you get this? September 9th. Now this was super weird and super annoying because they went back from agreeing to basically do the maintenance and get the device, send the device to China to get it fixed. Suddenly I got an email. Hi Alex, has your machine been restored with one click? In past cases, I noticed that this situation usually occurs, and it can be restored with one click. You try this operation first. If it doesn't work, we'll retrieve it for you and repair it. Like, what the hell? We already talked about this. So they gave me like a whole instruction here, and you know what? If you're having a problem like this, here's the instructions. You can skip that part. Number 1, power off your device. Number 2, press volume plus key plus RC plus power key at the same time. Oh, volume plus key and RC and power key at the same time. 3, when the fan and rocker light up, release the power button, but do not release volume plus key plus RC. Number 4, release volume plus and RC after entering the restore interface. Great, so I was like, okay, let's do that. And then I tried it, it doesn't help. Can you please make this faster? I can't use the device for a few weeks already, and you're answering so slowly. That at this point I was like really started to be frustrated. This is September 9th now. And guess what happened? They didn't answer. So, September 13th, I sent a reminder. Hello, any estimation on when you can get this started? So they replied, hi Alex, thank you for your video. What? Did you try to change it with the original cable for a day? It's like, it gets me frustrated to even read this now. Or you may kindly operate it as follows. Wait for 3 to 5 minutes to check if the screen is turned on. When there is electricity, connect an external display throughout the expansion dock. And if it works, reinstall the graphics card driver. First of all, I don't have an expansion dock. And second, I already tried all that shit. And they are just like going back and forth to that, this problem solving that I don't get it. Like, if you agreed to send the device and you already asked me for my address and all that, why are we going back now to troubleshooting? I don't get it. Of course, this didn't help, right? So I was just like really frustrated at this point, and I told them already it didn't work. I tried everything. I tried the HDMI cable actually with the TV. Didn't work. And so they answered the day later, sorry for the inconvenience, your product is under free warranty. We will provide you with a free maintenance service after the product is returned to us. This is crazy. They actually sent me the same email that they already sent me like a week ago. It's like insane. Now, it's not like I'm talking to a robot. I mean, it feels like it is, but it is a person. Yeah. And I told them this time, you already said that, and I told you I want the maintenance. You asked my address, and I already sent it to you, September 5th. Now we're at September 14th, by the way. Still, my device is not working, right? And I'm just talking to them. So I sent them the details again. It's really funny. So the next email was, yeah, hi Alex, turn it on a couple of times and see if the screen lights up. You may also want to be able to install the system just fine if you send it back. What? Considering the length of time shipping brings, I hope I can help with maximum efficiency. So I was like, it doesn't work! 3 exclamation marks. So at this point I was like super annoyed by the whole thing, and I decided that I'm going to try to send an email to their CEO. And now I don't have his email, but I just dropped his name and then at Ayaneo, send the email, then they replied. Now I have no idea if it actually reached to anyone, but hell, who knows. I was like, Arthur, why does such a simple task take so long? It's been almost a month since I sent my first email. I was like really frustrated. It was like so painful. And then they replied, Alex, we suggest the return device for repairing. Can you confirm the pickup address, which I already sent twice? Now at this point there's another email that came. Basically they started to send it through another email. They started to reply in multiple emails, which was a complete mess, because it was like talking again to some of them. Crazy. So it was, dear Alex, you send the full address information. I will help you come back early repair. It will take about 8 to 15 days. It's like, it's the same thing, yeah? But due to the weekend, DHL is not working. So they're basically, at this point, they actually figured out that that's it. I'm going to send it back. So they are going to set up the DHL thing. And yeah, and basically they acknowledge the whole problem with the emails, and they say, I'm really sorry that due to a new reason on our new product recently, the email part may have been affected by spam. So they are claiming that my emails went to spam. I don't know why, but that's what they say. And yeah, after that they send me again some weird instructions, and I don't know. Oh, they asked me if the email address is correct, the one that I already sent them. That is correct. I sent the email address, so they're asking me if it's correct. Okay, by basically doing a screenshot of my email. Now, the next email was 2 days after, on September 17th, and they replied, and they all of a sudden they was like, "Hi Alex, well, it's the United States, isn't it? We're going to be setting up repair points overseas. The reason for previous delay was because the program hadn't been confirmed yet. Now that it's confirmed, we'll be able to improve the maintenance schedule. I'm sorry for your inconvenience. I'll pick up your parcel First thing tomorrow. I have no idea what's going on. This is like 2 days after they already said that there was something wrong with their thing. But like I said, there was 2 emails at this time that were replying to me. And then I was like, it's not the United States. Did you not see the address that I sent you? So I was like, did you set the DHL pickup? That was on September 18th. And at that point, they actually said, we have arranged the DHL to pick up the product. And they gave me a pickup code. They gave me a tracking number. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. Thank you. And that was like September 18th. Still didn't get the DHL email, but, you know, I guess it takes time. September 19th, didn't get it. Oh, September 19th, I got it. Sorry, the next day. And, yeah, at this time, I was like, I was asking them just regular questions about the whole thing, how to package it and all that stuff. And let me see. So yeah, on September 20, DHL messaged me and said that they need airway bill label, which I have no idea what that is. Okay, I'm not some kind of exporter or a store or importer or whatever, and they were like basically telling me, listen, if you don't have the airway bill label, we're not sending your package. So I was like, okay, let me contact Ayaneo. And I did. And then they said that they sent it to me, but they didn't. So at this point, September 20, I started to talk to them about this way bill. And they were saying that they'll send me the documents, and the way bill, basically what the DHL was asking was some kind of way bill with 3 barcodes or whatever. I don't even know what they were talking about. But this whole thing lasted for, I don't know, September 21st, 22nd. I was already, they insist on having a way bill attached, blah, blah, blah. They're claiming that they sent it, but I never got anything. And yeah, I don't know. So it was just crazy, the whole thing. After 3 days, I got their email. I got the way bill, whatever that was. I got it. It was basically attached to the email they used to set up the pickup date from DHL. So I couldn't even figure this out because the email arrived from DHL, not from Ayaneo. And then at the bottom of that email, you could find the way bill thing. So that was like a complete mess. Then I moved on with that, right? And I set up a pickup date. I set up pickup time. The guy comes to my house to pick it up. And then he's like, hey man, so where's the commercial invoice? And I was like, where's what? And he's like, commercial invoice. You need the commercial invoice to send it. I was like, I don't know what the commercial invoice is. I have no idea what you're talking about. I never done this thing before. And of course, he said, okay, bye. So he went away and I got stuck with my device, and now starts another batch of emails to Ayaneo, right? So I asked them about the commercial invoice, and that was September 27th, and they didn't answer me on September 28th and 29th. And at this point, it's like it just didn't. I just gave up. You know, I was like, oh my god, it's not going to happen. I need to figure out what to do. So I started to post on Reddit and whatever to figure it out. And after a few days, I just found a link on DHL's website, on the Dutch DHL website, where you can create your own commercial invoice and use it to send whatever you need to send. And of course, Ayaneo had no idea about this. They just ignored my emails. They stopped answering me at that point. And because I guess they were also confused. I don't know. It's like a whole thing, really weird. But I used that Dutch DHL commercial invoice thingy that I created my own invoice. It's like 5 pages of crap that you fill up there about the package and where it's going and how it's going and what kind of import it is and all sorts of like really annoying stuff to deal with. At the end of the day, I got that paper, sent it to them. They came, picked it up, finally, and sent it to China. And at that point, this was like, it was sent there. Then, I don't know, they also had some kind of missing papers from Ayaneo that they needed. But it got sorted out eventually. And on October 11th, it finally arrived to Ayaneo. So, the first thing I asked them was, can you please let me know what was the problem with the device? Because I wanted to know what was wrong. I wanted to know what happened to it, so maybe in the future I'm gonna run into that again, so I'll be able to fix it or whatever. Just let other people know what's going on. And also I asked if I can upgrade the device, because I had the previous CPU, the 6800, and I was curious if they can upgrade my CPU. Of course, by me adding whatever they need, like paying extra or whatever. That wasn't the problem. And well, they just answered me that they can't upgrade it, and they completely ignored the question about what was broken with the device. So I was like, I don't know. Okay, at this point I was just, okay, let them fix it, and that's it. So that was October 11th, and it's, I don't know, October 17th, I asked for an update on the device. They said that they received the parcel to start repairing your machine. We'll be pressing you on the progress, blah, blah, blah. When it's going to be fixed. And then, on the same day, they said the machine has been repaired. And yeah, they basically going to start the whole thing over just from their side, right? So I asked them, I sent them another email about basically figuring out what was the problem. So I was like, got a few questions. Can you tell me what was the problem? Can you send me a video that it works, just to make sure everything is okay? Because I heard of stories that they're sending devices back that were not fixed. I asked before if you can upgrade I also wanted to ask again if they maybe can upgrade it. And another question which was very interesting to me was basically, how much time of warranty do I have left? Are these 2 months of the device not working and basically being stuck here at home or there or whatever for 2 months? I didn't have my device. So are you going to extend my warranty on these 2 months? Which I think it's a valid question, because it's like, seriously, 2 months I'm basically without a device, and yeah, I think I should get an extension on that. Oh, and the funny thing was, at the previous email, when she said that it was repaired, she was like that was pretty I don't know, weird. I will send out your machine today and will update your tracking number of the order. Thank you for liking and supporting for our products. I am glad to be able to serve you for your after-sales support and service. Your positive feedback is so important for us. Would you mind sharing me your feedback on your experience so far? So I was like reading that and I was like, are you serious? Do you actually need me to, like, you really want to know my feedback on your support? At this point, I was like, I couldn't believe that they're even asking me that. That's like insane, you know? Because, well, you can't see, that was like 70 emails. The whole conversation was 70 emails for 2 months. And they're asking me how was the support. So I was like super kind because they had my device. I didn't want to like go crazy on them and tell them like the truth completely. So I was like pretty, you know, pretty easy on them. But I did give them my feedback. So I said that the service time takes too long. We had around 20-30 emails to just start the process. I think I didn't have a working device for over 2 months now. And that's really a long time. Number 2, after the DHL process was very difficult to understand with the waybill and the invoice, which I had to figure out how to make by myself. Besides that, everything else is good. Like, come on. Oh my God. You know, I just had to be nice because they had my device. It's like a hostage situation with China. And yeah, of course, they didn't answer any of my questions about the problem and about extending the warranty. I don't know what their deal is. Maybe they're afraid of some lawsuits or whatever, but I just didn't get an answer. And I called them out on that. Said, didn't get an answer for question 1, 2, 4, whatever. And then, of course, they just didn't reply anymore. That was October 18th. Now, on October 20th, they didn't reply. So I was like, hi, was my package shipped? Like, I was scared that they're not going to return it back. And they ignored me again. And yeah, and then I emailed them if they can declare the packages repaired, returned, because I didn't want to pay taxes again because I already paid it on my first import, you know. And they said yes. On this one, they replied. So say yes. Don't worry. You don't need to pay anymore. I confirmed with the logistician when I sent it out that it was a repair machine and was not going through customs. Guess where it went to? Fucking customs. So I was like, at this point, I got the customs, yeah, and I had to pay it. It wasn't a lot, but I had to pay it. And so at this point, I was like thinking, should I pay whatever amount that was? Or should I just start fighting with them again about this? So at this point, I was just like so frustrated and I just wanted to get this over with. And I sent them the screenshot, but I already paid. Because I was like, I'm not waiting for them anymore. Like, fuck that. And then they were starting to send me emails that how they sent it in the right way and whatever, they blaming DHL, whatever the hell is going on there. But basically I got the device on November 2nd, I think I got the device. And that was the end of it. And my God, what's the moral of the story here, guys? What is the moral of the story? So, buying these devices on Indiegogo will cost you about maybe $300 less than Amazon or any store. And if you're going to run into problems, you need to understand that it is not going to be an easy process. It's not your typical support that you're maybe used to getting in your own country. And it's just going to, it's going to drain you out. And basically that's the problem here. And honestly, I got my device and they fixed my device. So I can't call them scammers, but at some point during this whole interaction, I was thinking that they're fucking scamming me. It can't be real. This thing can't be real. I'm going to get fucked at the end. That's what I was thinking. But I got the device and they did fix it and they did pay for the shipping. I had to pay for the import taxes. Yeah, okay. But they did fix it. So I can't say that it's a scam. So I don't get it. Why are you doing this? Why do we have to go through all of this? I don't get it. If you are a company that you want to be a serious company that people will buy from you, you need to get your shit together with support and repairs. It doesn't make sense. It is crazy. So that's about it, and I hope it is helpful for you to decide. Honestly, if you ask me, I would not buy any of that stuff anymore because I just don't want to go through it. Unless I don't care about if it's going bad, you know, if it's like a cheap device and it breaks, then it breaks, and I'll get a new one. I don't care about that. But this one is very expensive and I had to like fix it, and yeah, it's just a mess. So maybe next time I would either buy a bigger company or just get it from Amazon or yeah, I don't know, secondhand for like super cheap price. Maybe that would make more sense. But yeah, brand new, it's a bit of a risk. I don't want to go through this again. I really don't want to go through this again. I feel like I don't know, I lost all my head hair from this thing. It was just so nerve-wracking and annoying. Anyway, hope it helps. Yeah, that's it. Let me know if you got any questions. Let me know if you are experiencing this. I know there's more Chinese companies like that out there, like GPD, and they also have problems with their service. Let me know if you experienced any of that. And yeah, till next time. Bye bye.